That's the storm, isn't it, Nick?
Yeah. It's green?
I wonder what that light source is behind it. Wouldn't that be something if we could see something popping out of the clouds? Now, I don't think we can quite see that far. This is probably more Elroy area that we're looking at as opposed to Bastrop County. But the storm itself is in the distance there, and this is certainly not one you want to mess with. There's Austin. This is the storm we were just looking toward. We've got severe thunderstorms in Giddings, producing possibly hail and wind damage. But let's go back to the tornadic signature here, the possible tornado south of Bastrop. Nick, I'm sure you're keeping an eye on the chat with the National Weather Service. Let me know if we have any additional...
David Yeomans.
Hail threat near Smithville. They're just pointing that out.
Yep,
They've already been mentioning
exactly what we were just talking about there on the backside of the storm.
Right.
We need you in your tornado-safe place in Smithville, even if the circulation does appear to be just
a
south.
second.
Look at this hail. This is at least golf ball size. This could be, look at that, egg size. That's 2 inches across, just like the eggs in your fridge. Not quite baseball. That's 2.75. But this is a really mean storm on the leading edge of that cold front, where we still have all that heat energy to work with in the atmosphere. Right on the south side of Smithville, between Smithville and Kovar on 95, this is an area getting hammered with hail. Hen egg hail, 2-inch diameter hail. That'll break or shatter some windshields, some windows, if it's wind-driven against the side of your house. That will cause you to call the roofer and the insurance company in the morning. Oftentimes, roofing companies have a heyday after events like this because they know where the hail happens, so you might get some knocks
71, I-71. I take that to get to Houston sometimes.
Our first and foremost concern
when I go to Destin.
From Smithville southward is the tornado concern and the hail concern. And when both of these things are happening, you need to be indoors. You need to bring your pets indoors when appropriate. Make sure everybody on your property is taken care of, because that comes first, right? You can always replace stuff, but you can't replace life.
Right.
So as Nick goes back to the storm winds, here we are now. It looks like the circulation may be a little bit weaker.
The collector on Owl House learned that the hard way, that you can't replace a life.
If it holds together. But these storms have been more kind of a pulse type variety.
Just a second.
Really sustaining themselves for a long time. Some of the hail has been, only lasted for 5 minutes, and then the hail core disappears. A tornadic signature appears for 5 minutes, and then it disappears. But then it may come back. So we got to still stay with this tornado warning here. Nick, if we could, let's rewind the frames here just a few.